I'm Nova, and I welcome you all to another episode of Insight with Nova. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness. There's this quote I'm going to use to start it. The quote goes to us: when a deep injury is done to us, we heal by forgiving. When a deep injury is done to us, we heal by forgiving. Meaning, we can't have our healings without forgiving people. Like maybe something has been done to you, someone has hurt you in the past, and you are holding on to that hurt. It will be very, very difficult for you to heal because you're holding grudges in your mind. You see, there's something about forgiveness. When you forgive, there's this inner peace that you have. Like there's this inner peace that comes from within. You feel at peace. You feel everything around you. You feel peaceful with everything around you. But when you're holding someone in mind, like you're holding grudges against someone because maybe the person has hurt you to an extent you think, no, I can't forgive this person anymore. Because you're holding grudges within you. There's a lot about forgiving. You can never forgive if you don't love, and you can't love without forgiving. Meaning, love and forgiveness works together. The two goes along. It goes together. Like if you don't forgive, it means you don't love. If you don't have love within your heart, it's very, very difficult for you to forgive. There are sometimes I've been hurt by some people close to me, and I'll just think, will I ever forgive this person? But I notice why holding the pains within me and all that, I don't get peaceful within me. Like my heart to be so heavy, I wouldn't feel at peace. You know, especially when I now see that person, maybe comes by or walks along the way, or we just met somewhere, I wouldn't be at peace. My mind will be beating, as in my heart will be beating as if it's going to fall out. Until I let go, until I forgive that person, before I will start feeling that inner peace again. Though some people are very, very convenient with keeping grudges with people. Like they are very, very convenient. They are very, very comfortable with it. Like maybe someone has done something today and they'll be like, I'll never talk to this person again. I can't ever forgive this person. It's very, very easy for them. But by not forgiving someone, you're blocking a lot of things. You're blocking a lot of blessings. You're blocking a lot of doors. Apart from you being at peace with yourself, how do you go around praying and all that when you know you have someone in mind you've not forgiven? This life is so simple, but I notice a lot of people take it harder than it is. And not forgiving people is one of the main things that is making life difficult. There are some people, when you do something to them, if they don't do theirs back, they would never forgive you. They will never let go. Like they have to pay back. Like, I'll make sure I pay back. I make sure I pay you back. But life shouldn't be like that. Things shouldn't go that way. Because everything will just keep on getting bad and bad until you learn to forgive. Though it's not easy forgiving. I'm not saying it's easy. It's never easy. Forgiving someone that has done you wrong or anything, or someone that has disappointed you. Maybe the person you put a lot of trust in, the person disappointed you. Or maybe you kept a secret with someone and you later notice that the person has gone around talking about what you thought it's a secret. You just have to let go. And letting go doesn't mean you're a fool. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you're a fool. It doesn't make you less who you are. It doesn't make you less human. It doesn't make you a fool. It shows you've grown beyond keeping grudges with people. It shows you really need your inner peace than any other thing the world has to offer. Having this inner peace, it's one of the best things one can ever have. Like you having this inner peace when you just sitting there, you know, oh, I don't have any problem with anybody. There are some people that almost everybody has offended them in one way or the other. They'll be like, that one, I cannot talk to the person. This one, no, I cannot talk to the person. Life shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't take life as hard as that. Forgiveness. That single word has a lot to do with her growth. You don't expect to grow when you don't forgive. And forgiveness also comes with maturity. When you learn to forgive, when you learn to let go, it shows you matured. Sometimes we feel this pain. Sometimes we might forgive someone, but anytime we still see the person, we still keep on feeling the pain the person has caused us and anything. Those things are normal. But the fact that you're not holding any grudges against the person, the fact that you are at peace with the person, will keep you going. And along the line, all the hurts and everything will go. But if you don't forgive, there is no way you would ever heal from the hurts of the past. If you don't forgive people that have done you wrong or anything. You can see I kept mentioning forgive, forgive, forgive. It's something that I've tried and it worked for me. Like, it's something I've tried a lot of times and it's worked for me. If everyone keeps offending you and you don't want to forgive the person, who would you now talk to? As in, who would you live around? How would you feel happy? How would you feel this inner peace around you? Forgiveness brings about healing. Forgiveness comes with love. So that brings us back to love. If you don't love, if there is no love within you, there is no way you'll be able to forgive. That is one thing I want you to know. Forgiveness and love, they walk along the same paths. In the family, we offend each other and everything. But because of the love we have for each other, we learn to forgive each other and let go. In relationship, it happens also. Because of love and everything, you learn to let go. You have to learn to forgive. Your friend or your friends they've done you something that hurt you so much, and you're just thinking of how to pay back. You don't have to pay back. You just have to let go. You let go, like let it all go. Let it flow. Let the inner peace come. When someone does you something that sometimes there are some things that will be done to you that even people around you will tell you, don't ever forgive that person. If you know you really need your inner peace, you have to learn to forgive. But maybe the person has hurt you too much. You might just try and just create some space within you and the person. It doesn't mean you see the person and maybe you see the person passing by. I can't say, hey, what's up? Hope you're good. It would cost you nothing. It would cost you nothing. Seeing maybe someone that has hurt you and greeting the person, laughing with the person and everything. It doesn't mean you pretend they know. That's not pretense. Forgiveness is not pretense. Some people be like, I will keep on behaving like that. Some people would greet you. No, I don't want you to pretend about forgiving. There are a lot of people that pretend about forgiving. Like, when you see them, you think, oh, this person has forgotten all about what happened in the past. Meanwhile, the person hasn't. The person is still thinking of the way to hurt you back. But I want you to learn to forgive truly. Don't forgive in pretense. Forgive truly. Forgive in love. Let it all go. And if it's for you to create some space for you for you not to get hurt by that person again, then create the space. If it's worth it, you create the space. It's not like you should see the person and you not be telling someone that is close to best, like, don't move close to that person. No, you don't have to do that. And sometimes when people hurt us, we don't know the reason why they did it. To them, they might be doing the right thing, and to us, we think is one of the wrong thing people would ever done to you. When someone hurts you, sometimes people hurt us, and when you're asking why, don't be like, I didn't mean to hurt you. It happens. Sometimes they never meant to hurt us. Like it just happened that because they thought it was going to walk along this way, and they never knew it would walk along the other way. It happens. So it's when you forgive, you have to learn to settle your differences. Like when someone has done you something, if you have the opportunity, if you have the mind to call the person and say to the person that like, oh, what you did, it really pained me. Settle it among yourself. Life goes on. There are people that are in more worse situation than we are. Like people, they've been hurt severally by people they seem to love, and they still kept on believing in the person that it's going to be okay. That is because they want their inner peace. It doesn't mean they are foolish. It doesn't mean they are stupid. It doesn't mean they don't know what they want. Like keeping grudges with people is something I don't know how to do, and I never even prayed I should know how to do it, because I don't know how you live with this burden in your heart. Like when you now see the person, I'll be like, how do you live with that type of lifestyle? You now see the person and you're if you notice, when you have a conflict with someone, if the person passes or the person is around where you are or something, anytime you see the person, you will keep on getting angry and angry and angry, and that will do you no good. I really mean it. It will do you no good. So why don't you just let it all go and let the pains wash away, let it flow. Just let love cover it all. If the way we are offending God, and it's just like, no, I'm not going to forgive. Though we are not God, I'm not comparing we humans to God, but we can still think of it. We offend God every day. Yet, because of the love He has for us, He always forgives us. If we offend our parents, they do forgive us. There are so many ways. If you notice love covers a lot of things. It covers a lot of shortcomings. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect, neither are you perfect. But because of the love, that is why we're living with each other. It's because of the love we all have for each other. If we don't try and just settle our differences and all that, it's very, very difficult for us to be living in peace, in love among each other. So all my point is, we should just learn how to forgive. No matter how hard it is, let it all go. Let it flow. Let the pains go. You just have to let it go, no matter how hard it is. Sometimes it might even be our parents. And you'll be like, no, I don't think I can ever talk to mom again. I don't think I ever talk to dad again. What it did really pain me. Let it go and forgive. Learn to live in love. It might be within her friends and all that. Like, oh, I thought she was my best friend. I thought he was my best friend. And this is what the person did. Let it go. You just have to, the only thing is just have to be careful next time while trusting people. You don't have to put all your hopes on people. Because when you put your hopes on people, when you put all your hopes on people, they tend to disappoint you. Yeah, they tend to disappoint you. But when you learn to take life as it is, that okay, it is life. Disappointments are meant to happen. You see that things wouldn't even bother you again. Things wouldn't bother you again to the extent of you thinking of not forgiving someone. It's something I do, like when someone offends me, no matter how painful it is, I learn to let go. Because if I don't let go, I will just be I'll be disturbed. Even sometimes trying to get sleep, I won't be able to get to sleep because I'm not at peace with someone until I let go and forgive the person. So even if you know you are convenient with holding grudges with someone and all that, let it go. Stop having the mind of holding grudges against everyone that offends you. You have to learn to stop that. Learn to forgive. As simple as that word forgiveness sounds, it's very difficult to do. Like it's very, very difficult to do. I've been in the shoe before. It's very, very difficult to do. But you just have to let it all go. So as I'm rounding up this episode, I would want you to sit down and think if there's anyone you know I've done something wrong. So on behalf of the person, I would say, I'm sorry. Like just have to let it go. Forgive and let go. This life is very simple, and we should be having much more happy moments than having pains and all that in our hearts. So let it all go, let it flow, let the inner peace come in, and we see things will just start working the way you want, because things work, positive things set in much more when you're at peace with people than when you are not. So let it all go. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like this video. I would be happy seeing your comments. Thank you, and we're expecting you next time. Bye.